What's up, guys? How are you all doing? I'm here today to talk about the latest film in the Transformers franchise, Bumblebee. Let's get into this.
Is the Beetle for sale?
It's yours, kid. Happy birthday.
What are you?
Here's the deal.
People can be terrible about things they don't understand.
From now on,
The only person you can show yourself around is me. Oh, I'm good. Is there anyone that can help you? Do you have a family? Oh, me.
So Bumblebee is directed by Travis Knight, and Michael Bay this time is not attached to the project. So in this film we have Charlie, played by Hailee Steinfeld. She's a troubled young teen who's about to turn 18, who discovers Bumblebee in a car dealership place. Bumblebee's come down to Earth because the Decepticons and the Transformers are in the middle of an ongoing war, and Bumblebee has gone to Earth to try to seek refuge. Meanwhile, though, some Decepticons have followed Bumblebee down to Earth, so it's up to Charlie and Bumblebee to eventually come together, build a relationship and bond, and stop the Decepticons. Now, when I heard that Bumblebee was getting his own spin-off sort of film, I was less than excited, to put it lightly, because none of the Transformers films really impressed me. I found it hard to get invested in the characters. There was just a lot of big action scenes, explosions, a lot of big CGI fights, which I didn't really get invested in. I know that for the younger audience, maybe they liked it a lot more than us older people did, but I personally just didn't get invested in any of the story, really. So I was less than excited to hear that Bumblebee was getting a spin-off film and they were continuing this Transformers franchise going forward. But I can tell you right off the bat, this film is great. I am so happy they released this. This is what Transformers films should be. Not over bloated in action scenes, have good character development, have a great storyline, have characters you can get invested in, and have a fantastic time watching it on screen without feeling like you're just watching a big budget blockbuster explosion for 2 hours. I'm going to start with my main positive about the film, and that is Charlie and Bumblebee's relationship, and there is a lot of time dedicated and put aside to their relationship and watching them grow and bond, which I absolutely loved and really appreciated. It was the most enjoyable part of the film in my opinion, and I just loved taking a break from the big action spectacle which is so associated with the Michael Bay Transformer films to go on a more personal and character-driven story between Bumblebee and Charlie. They are given so much time put aside to really bond and flourish as two characters connecting on a deep level, and I really appreciated that about the film. It really gives them a lot of time to bond. Let's talk about Hailee Steinfeld. Now, Hailee Steinfeld absolutely kills it in this film. This is my favourite role I've seen her in. She delivers a really emotional and gripping performance as Charlie. She's a teen going through troubles. I'm not going to spoil what the troubles are, but there's some pretty personal problems that she's dealing with, and she gives a really good performance. She really nails the emotional scenes, and she really nails the fun scenes, and just really gives an overall enjoyable and investing performance as Charlie. Charlie's written fairly well for the most part. She's going through a few personal challenges and problems, and I did like how the film explores that. It allows her to grow as a character well. The opening sequence of this film is great too, and it's probably the most large-scale battle in terms of what's going on the screen of the entire film, but it has a purpose to the story, and I really enjoyed it because it is not long, it's not over-bloated, it's a nice, short, concise fight which looks amazing visually and has relevance to the story, which I really enjoyed. In fact, all the battles from start to finish all feel like they have weight and purpose, and they don't feel overdrawn out, and they don't throw 100 million big explosions on screen at the one time. They're all really relevant to the film. They all feel like they have weight and purpose, and they don't overbloat the screen with explosions and things that Michael Bay's films are associated with, which I really liked, and it's a really good change. Now for the things which I didn't like so much, I do have a few little nitpicks with the film. There are some bullies who bully Charlie, Haley Steinfeld's character, and I really feel like they bully her in an unrealistic way. It's very cliche, it's very unrealistic in my opinion, considering what she's gone through without spoiling anything, and it's just something that I don't think people would get bullied about if they were in her situation. I feel as though Memo, who's the love interest for Charlie, Haley Steinfeld's character, and he likes Charlie in the film, and he's trying to get her attention, I feel like he could have been maybe written a bit better. He kind of comes off a bit bland at times, but he's fine for the most part. John Cena's fine too. He does a good job at being a stern army general, so he's fine. He doesn't really stand out to me, but he does a good job for what he's trying to accomplish. But Bumblebee is definitely one of the biggest surprises of the year, guys. It might even be the biggest surprise for me. It is fun, it's enjoyable. The relationship and bonding between Charlie and Bumblebee throughout the entirety of the film is amazing. The fights have weight and they're not over bloated. There is a lot of time dedicated to Charlie and Bumblebee's relationship, which I love. The film is just so enjoyable from start to finish, and it's definitely one of the surprises of the year for me. I'm going to give Bumblebee a 7.4 out of 10. Guys, check this one out, support it. It hasn't been doing great at the box office so far in its first 2-week run, so try to support this. I feel like that it does need support, because I would love to see more Transformer films like this one, and not the large-scale ones that we've seen in the past. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the review. Feel free to subscribe down below to my channel because I have heaps more reviews on the way and on the channel. And if you liked this video, please feel free to share it with your friends. I really appreciate all the support as always, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.